the game that decides it all. It's 1-1. This is a game that decides who is the world champion. I believe it's a fight between Europe and Japan. And we're already off to a very interesting game, right? First win went to Japan, Yamato, with a Vigar Senna deck. And then a Caitlyn deck won the second on the European side with Alan ZQ, right? Now it's going to be Sivir, who lost the first game to the Senna deck, versus the Sedge deck, who just lost, right? And so this is going to be a huge game. We're going to go through it step by step. It's not going to be super quick, but let's just take a look at what we got starting hands. And it already looks like it's going to be a very interesting game where Alan is going to try to take control of it right off the bat, where Yamato is kind of playing for the mid-late game, right? That's kind of what it looks like right now after just the starting hands. He gets a really good one drop, 1/2. I forgot what it's called, but every time you attack, it deals 1. Or every time you attack, it deals 1. And so we go off, and we actually do a trade. And this is super interesting because normally I've seen pro players value the 2/1 so much heavily that they would take the 2 damage. So the fact that Alan's EQ just takes the hit, get off the board, definitely fair. Yamato getting some plunder, the classic 3/3, turn 2. Let's see what they can do turn 3. Instant attack. Yamato knows what he wants to do, right? Just get damage every round. He's not doing damage to get him low health. That's a given, right? This time, he's just trying to whittle him down so he can not only level up Sejuani, but gameplay even faster. Because ideally, he would like to have them both leveled up on turn 5, turn 6. So then he's just far ahead the Sivir deck. And so he tries to go for the luck of the, just guaranteed 1 damage on the Nexus. Great job. Now he's going to all-out attack. Try to kill the monkey so he can't gain more free damage like that. Now he has to block with the 3/3 or the 2/1. And he blocks with the 3/3 because he's going to try to keep the monkey idle. Super important, right? The monkey's just free damage. He doesn't have to trade super aggressively because he doesn't want to trade super aggressively. He just wants to get damage. If he has to go aggressive for that, that is something he will do. But the aggression and how much he's going to lose is something you want to try to keep down. Now we're going to try to move along. This is too much thinking. He's going to waste this spell. Now, was it worth it? I don't know. It's a good question. Is it worth it to trade that spell? Well, right now, he has 2 5/5s, or 2 5-mana cards, and a bunch of spells. Keeps the monkey off the board. He's already at 13 health. He doesn't really want to get under 10. When he gets under 10, that's when Sejuani gameplay kind of starts wreaking havoc, and he knows this. So he's like, thank God he didn't play a game plank. We're not going to get hurt too bad. Now he has game playing 2 Sejuanis. What is he going to do? Is he going to block? I would not block. Keep the 3/3, right? It's going to help later on, but he trades it off because he's like, no, you don't get any free damage. I don't want to get hit with 5, and I feel like this is kind of a point in the game where I'm like question marking, where I'm like, take the 5. He's at 13, you're at 20, equalize a little bit, right? And he plays the second 5/5, and I'm sure now he's thinking, damn, this kind of sucks. Okay, he plays the game plane. Okay, we're gonna go through the lucky finds. Gives it +2 health, and this is a rough one because now he's like, damn. 5/2, 5/7. One's good, one's not so good. And now the 4-mana 2/2 elusive gets a spell. That one kind of hurts a little bit. Now, attacking the 0/2, right? Yamato's probably thinking, let's just get this off the board. I don't want to deal with this. But Alan's EQ is like, I'm in the position of power right now, right? Even though it doesn't look like it, Alan is in all the power. He has the threats on the board, right? Gameplay and Sejuani are completely good threats, right? But he's full mana and he has all the buff spells. So he knows, like, whatever he tries to do, I'm going to counter and kill the Sejuani. He doesn't even have mana to buff his Sejuani with the other Sejuani, and he definitely can't even play the 4 mana card. And so this ends up being a trade for nothing and purely protects and also heals the 5 mana cost card. And now he's going to Lucky Find him again, give him Challenger, which is the absolute last thing that Yamato really wants right now. And it's 2-2 right now. Who has the advantage? It's pretty fucking clear. Alan's EQ is going to win this at this point in the game. Because, yeah, he has Sedge, but he's going to need a top deck of the ages to do something here. Now, he's going to play his Akshan? Whatever. Well, he's going to play it. 3-3, quick attack, let's go. What is Yamato going to do? That is the major question that everyone's trying to ask right now. Because he's really got nothing. He didn't level up the Sejuani and the gameplay like he wanted to at the very beginning of the game. Yeah, he dealt 7 damage, but I believe he's 1 away. He only needs to damage him 1 more turn to get it, and he doesn't even have the attack token. So he can't even do like a little elusive business. He's sitting there like, I am so screwed. I have no idea what I want to do. He plays the elusive, tries to get a good spell. He's like, okay, this is a great card, right? Because he's going to do that. You can Frostbite that 5 mana 5/5 to try to trade, right? And the keyword is try to. You're in a hole. You're trying to make sure this guy, Alan's EQ, doesn't have anything more up his sleeve. Let's hurry this up because the thinking in this part of the game is really rough because Yamato knows that he's screwed, okay? And so he buffs him instead, which I think is a very bad decision, right? He's an 8/9, okay? And so now he's going to try to buff him, like 2/1, okay? Now, the reason why he buffed him is because he knew he had buff spells. So he's like, okay, let's try to go for a straight trade. And so here comes a straight trade. Now he's taking a damage. Is it a bad decision? I think it could have been. But he could have, buffing probably was the best call. I take it back. I'm sorry. Buffing was definitely the best call. If you Frostbite, nothing would have happened, and your game plan would have been at like a 5/1. But he buffed it, so we're good. 6/8, 3/3. You have 2 elusive. Now here's the question. You play Sejuani. 100% you play Sejuani. Now he's going to try to kill the Akshan. And Alan's EQ is kind of just chilling. Play Sivir, okay. And he should just attack. He doesn't have 2. He only has 1 option, so you're going to do that. And he's probably going to save it. I would probably save it. It's going to be really useful later on because you have the 5 mana cost card, right? You just play that. And you're just like, this game is pretty much done. Our decks are really straightforward. Sejuani gets leveled up. And then, boom. Everyone's frostbited. You're like, yeah, let's go. 5/5. And you're like, okay. This is unfortunate. He doesn't have a game plan, and he's probably going to try to kill it. Okay, cool. Trying to kill the 5 mana 5/5. Okay, can't do anything, right? He could have buffed him, but he said, nah, let's let him die. Because how is he going to kill the Sejuani? And that's kind of what Alan ZQ is trying to do. He's like, I need to save this. This is my only way to kill the Sejuani. It's 1-1. is he going to play his last card? And Yamato really should play his last card because he has the plunder on it. So he becomes a 3-3. There he goes. Okay. Now, he has the barrel. This could frostbite them because of Sejuani's flipped effect. And so he's going to wait until he attacks. He's just going to hit him and be like, not today. You guys are all zeros. 0 power. So he goes, okay, where am I blocking, right? Because, hold up. Challenge is that. Okay, now everyone has barrier, and this is where it really starts to suck for Yamato, because what do you do here? Absolutely fucking nothing, right? Because what does he have a lot of? Buff spells. And why would he ever give them to them? Oh, well, he's going to try to trade, right? Just get a free, easy damage. They're all a barrier, right? If he can kill one of them, he'll do it, but he's not going to, right? He's thinking there like, do I kill the 3-3? That's what he's thinking right now. Do I kill the 3-3? And the answer is probably not, right? But he's going to do it anyways. Just fucking kill his morale. Yamato is lost. At this point in the game, it's fucking over. There's not a lot you can do. Yeah, it's done. Okay, he gets a parlay. And this is where it's like, okay, I would use the parlay this turn to burn out any kind of buff spells that Alan's EQ would have. And the reason is because if you wait until the next turn, then the buff spells will be used against you in terms of damage. Now, he's going to instantly attack. He's like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't want you to play the buff spells, so I'm just going to attack right now. And so here we go. Gives a chance to block elusive. This is a pretty shitty thing to happen because now he's like, well, I'm pretty screwed. Then that happens, and he's like, well, I just lost right here. I got pretty desperate. Yikes. And, yep. That's kind of how it goes. And let's see what he does. Is he going to frostbite? Is he going to Nope, he parlays the spell shield. Now, he's trying to go for the long con. He's like, yo, if I can... No, you can't do anything. You actually just can't do anything. That is really unfortunate. Yamato loses this game. Alan's EQ already knows it. He rate 1. He has 1 fucking card. That is not very useful. And Yamato ends up losing, making Alan's EQ the winner, making Europe the first champion of Legend of Runeterra, which is probably fitting. You know, and he's not the best at any game, it looks like, but very deserving win. Good job to him. Yeah, that's the breakdown.